92 Zoo. I'm Mystic Marge, and we are backstage live at a Hangout 2018. And right now in the studio, I have San Holo. How are you, San?
Hey, I'm so good. Thank you.
You just got finished playing
I literally just finished playing.
Yeah, you literally just finished playing. Well, this is your first experience at Hangout, correct?
Yes, I've never been at this festival before, and I loved it.
This festival is absolutely amazing. It's a little hot today.
Yes.
But you've got on a pink jacket. It looks like you're in the spirit a little bit. You just played Coachella, correct?
Yeah. Well, I just came from EDC actually, and Coachella was a couple of weeks before that. Yeah, I've played there. It was amazing. But I must say the energy from the crowd today was unreal.
Everybody says, it's a little bit different in the South. We're a little rowdy.
Yeah.
We're kind of starved for so many different types of music down here. This is where everybody kind of comes last on their tours.
I heard that. Yeah, maybe it's because of that. I don't know. For some reason, when I play here, people just go. They're really into it. They're really into it.
Especially electronic music. We don't get a whole lot of it. Not like Las Vegas and LA and all that stuff. It kind of hit here last.
Yeah.
And I know that you've played in New Orleans a lot, so you're not really a stranger to the South. And that's the dirty, dirty South.
I love it here, though. I love it.
I know you've done Buku Music and Arts Fest there and played Basic.
Yes.
So, yeah, I've heard so many great things about you. And I know you've been doing this for, about 10, 11 years now, being a DJ?
Actually, I've been making music for about more than 10 years. Actually, DJing and I never considered myself to be a DJ. I'm more like a producer. Like I make music on my laptop, and that started about 6 years ago, I think. And then people started calling me like, "Hey, do you want to play at our party?" And I was like, "What do you mean play? I'm just making music on my laptop." And they're like, "Yeah, no, DJing." I'm like, "Okay, wow." I never considered being a DJ. It was never my dream to become a DJ. I just wanted to make music. And so I kind of rolled into the DJ scene, I guess. And,
I know you used to be a guitar teacher, correct?
Yeah. For about 10 years, I was teaching kids and adults to play guitar. How to play guitar, yeah.
I love that that's kind of how it started out for you. Just like, do you want to play my party? I feel, you hear so many different stories that so many people like, oh, well, this was my mission doing this.
Yeah.
And then you hear stories like Bill Withers, for instance. He's like, I never intended to be a musician. I just picked up a guitar one day and wrote a great song and kind of rolled into it.
I always did want to be a musician. That's the thing. I think that's the reason why I picked up a guitar. I saw these bands on TV and I was like, wow, playing guitar is just like, it was the coolest thing in the world to me. And so I started playing guitar. At some point I got a little bit bored of it. Like I couldn't innovate anymore on guitar. Everything I did sounded like what other people were doing already.
Yeah, it's hard after so much music has been made for so long.
Electronic music was just like so new to me, and I felt very free in it, and I kind of used that freedom to create my own kind of universe musically with the electronic stuff I'm doing right now.
Well, guys, you're Dutch. You're from the Netherlands, correct?
Yeah, super Dutch.
What's the music scene like over there? Is it heavy EDM bass? Is it more blues? Like what?
I think people in Europe are just very down to earth. So everything, there's definitely scenes out there, but something that is a niche there can be huge over here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say EDM and bass music that I'm doing in Holland is a niche. So and it's like I can play a couple of parties and that's it. But in America, I can play every city.
And you've been playing some really I know you have the main stage at Tomorrowland this year.
Yes.
And that's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah. It's kind of. It feels kind of weird to me because I never considered myself to be a main stage artist because I don't play the sing-along songs or like the commercial pop songs, and I kind of maybe enjoy the side stages more because I feel like the side stage and the smaller stages is where the people go that really enjoy the music, and I think
the real music lovers.
And the main stage is maybe more
surface people.
Like everyone just goes there to be at the main stage,
Yeah.
But no offense to the main stage. I mean, really excited to play there, but I never considered myself to be like I'm like, am I pop now? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
And your stuff doesn't really have a lot of vocals, and I know you do a bunch of sampling and things like that. Yeah. Are your samples more stuff that you lay down and then sample from, or do you take from other people's music?
Oh, I write a lot of stuff with singers in the session or and sometimes I don't use the vocals. And then I dig, and I make another song, and I dig back into what I recorded before, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool line I can use for this song, like, and other stuff I just write in my head like light, for example. I was in a plane, I was looking at the clouds, and I just thought about, I just want to see the light, and I wrote a song around that, and it blew up, and it all comes very naturally for some reason. But I'm singing more. I'm actually singing more and more myself lately on my records, especially on the album.
Yeah, you're working on your debut album, right?
Yeah, well, when you say it like that, it makes me even more nervous.
Well, it's insane that you're headlining a main stage and you're just working on your debut album, and you're young too, right?
I mean, I don't feel young anymore. If I see these 18-year-old producer kids with their laptop, I'm like, damn, I'm old. I'm 27 years old, you know?
Well, you've accomplished a lot at 27. I mean, you're a composer, a producer, and you're starting your own label, or you have started your own label, correct?
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
What's it called? Is it Bitbat?
Bitbird.
Bitbird.
Bitbad is a sick name as well, though.
Okay.
I should write it
If
down.
you
Hold
have,
up.
if you have another one, maybe an extension of that, Bitbat.
That's cool. You know, it's Bitbird, and I think I'm wearing the hat with a Bitbird on it. It's a
Oh yeah, I see it. I
a
see it.
Bitbird, and yeah, I think I started it about 4 years ago to because I was sending my stuff to labels back then, and no one really was interested. So I was like, I'm just gonna release it myself, and it worked out, and
Which is what so many people are doing now, because I guess they don't allow you the creative freedom that you guys really need and want.
some labels are worse than the other. Some labels are really free, and some labels are really like, we can't release it because it's not popular, it can't be on the radio, and I get all of the reasons. I get why some labels don't want to do it, because some labels just want to focus on pop music, but Bitbird wants to focus on like the most important part for Bitbird is releasing music and supporting artists that are innovative and like doing something new, and that might sound weird at first, but maybe down the line in a couple of years, it's about the new sound,
Music that kind of doesn't sit well with people at first, and a little bit uncomfortable, that doesn't resonate with them, is the stuff I love.
Yeah.
I think that's part of music. Is a great part of music is it can take you back to a time, or it's almost like a smell,
Oh yeah.
But the stuff that makes you a little uncomfortable at first intrigues you.
Well, to some people, and I think those are the people I
The real music lovers.
connect to the most, is the people that hear something, and even though they don't recognize it, or they can't, tap their feet to it yet, or like nod their head, they are intrigued by it because it sounds different. And I think that's the people that inspire me the most, the listeners that inspire me.
Think of Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor. That's some of the most uncomfortable listening music ever at first, but I mean, it's brilliant and amazing, and look what he's done with it.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a longer run than just releasing, because you can make a song, and I don't know what touches me more, making a song that everyone kind of likes, or making a song that everyone hates. I love that.
It's like it's the balance of the both.
I'd rather have people hating a song or loving a song than people saying, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just black.
Never in the middle. Either hate it or love it, and I think that's the way to go.
Have you listened to J. Cole's new album yet?
No.
You should listen to it. Oh, it's amazing. I'm a huge fan of his, but the last song is kind of talking about all the hip hop guys on the surface and how he's trying to find that new song, and that they're only on fads and they'll only be around for a minute.
Yeah.
And because he's making a new innovative sound, that he's going to be there. He's looking for the next wave.
Yeah.
You should listen to it.
Cool.
I really think that you would dig on it.
Appreciate it. I'll definitely check it out.
So your label, do you already have some more artists signed to it?
Yeah, we have a couple of artists. Artists that's really like doing well right now on the label is Tasca Black, and we also have two guys. They're called Droeloe, Droeloe. They're all Dutch. They're Dutch people, and we live very close, and it's very easy for us to, bounce ideas back and forth and listen to each other's stuff and support each other. And I take them on tour with me, and we really try to, with Bitbird, we really try to support them in doing their thing, because I think that they're great at doing their thing.
So you have a very hands-on nature with your artists that you have on the label, correct?
Yes.
So
yes.
y'all are
We talk a
buddies.
lot,
Do you help them produce any of their stuff?
I'm sorry, what was that last thing?
Do you help them produce any of their stuff?
No. I think like all the people we sign and that we support are people that actually know how to. They really know how to make music themselves. I don't wanna sign people that have other people write for them, or writing is fine, but like there's so many artists out there right now that don't produce their own music, and no offense, like I don't want to judge or anything. There's just nothing.
Oh, we're judgmental here at 92 Zoo.
Oh, like, I'm just inspired by the producers that sit behind their laptop and and actually know what they want to do and what kind of sound they want to achieve. Yeah.
I saw where you're about to do a huge world tour, and it's an all live set, right?
Where did you read that?
I've got my ways.
Yeah, well, it's I always feel kind of I'm so bad at selling myself. I always feel bad with calling it a live set because I come from the band environment, playing with 4 people on stage, drums, and it's hard to do a complete live set on your own. There's always going to be things playing along. Like there's going to be a laptop on stage, and but yeah, I'm going to play guitar live. I'm going to sing live. I'm going to play synths live.
Almost like a hybrid show.
It's exactly. I like that word, a hybrid show.
Okay.
I think calling myself a live. I know there's producers out now that are like just hitting simple drum pads and they call it a live show.
Yeah.
I think that's not a live show. I think that's just like a hybrid kind of thing.
I'm a big fan of bands like Big Gigantic and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and that hybrid show.
It's all hybrid.
Adds so much more to it. So.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Do you have a name for your debut album, or can you say anything about it yet?
That, no.
Okay.
I wish I had it.
Well, thanks so much for talking to.
Okay, bye.
Oh, and congratulations at Coachella! I saw this year that you're the only Dutch artist to play.
Yeah. It was so much. It was crazy.
That's a big festival. It's a big deal.
It's Coachella. It's just all hype. It's
Yeah.
If you only mention Coachella, everyone is listening, and I get why, because it's definitely a special vibe. It's a great festival. I'd love to play there again.
Are you gonna stay around this weekend, or did you stay around this weekend and see anybody in particular at the festival?
No, I just flew. Literally just flew in. I got here 1 hour before my set, and I went on stage, and now I'm here. And I'm staying tonight. I heard there's a really nice beach out here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm gonna go to the beach and walk around, see some like artists, and then tomorrow I'm flying back to LA to work on the album, and then in a week I'm going back to Holland to say hi to my mom.
Hi, Mom. I know. I was trying to look up where you were we're from in Holland, and I could not even begin to say that word. What's the name of the town you're from?
Zoetermeer.
Oh, yeah. See, no, not happening. Well, thank you so much for coming by. We're really excited. I saw that, your new album's going to be kind of more art-based, and that's a lot of the stuff we play on the zoo. We started just playing Odessa and kind of getting to the electronic thing a little more. So have your people send my people your stuff, and we'll get it on 92 Zoo.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks so much, An. And, guys, I'll be back in just a little bit. We're going to broadcast that Killers interview, and this is Hangout Radio, powered by 92.